Hello everyone and welcome to a high elo fight to the death of Age of Empires. I'm actually pretty excited to cast this game as my first video because I really do like these two civilizations. My family is originally from Lithuania, so I have a bit of a soft spot for them. If any of the 3 or 4 people who actually see this video are from Lithuania, then to you I say labas and welcome. Plus, who doesn't like getting +4 attack on your knights for free, starting with more food? And those ladies that just ignore armor are just very powerful. And Koreans, now, I might be in the minority here, but I actually really like tower rushes and tower defenses. I think static offense or defense is a riskier play, so if a player can pull it off, I really enjoy watching that. And of course, cheaper units, free upgrades, longer range does not hurt at all. So let's take a look at who's playing. In the blue trousers and dresses, we have Prisma09 playing as the Lithuanians with an elo of 2154. And in the exact same clothes, but in red, we have Killua with an elo of 2129. So both players are fairly evenly matched in terms of elo, so this should be a fun game to watch. In terms of starting positions, blue has a number of resources in the back, which could be quite safe if he gets rushed or if there's any kind of offensive pressure put on him. And red, as the Korean, the stone placement is probably the most important, and the stone placement is fairly close by. A tower here on the hill could defend it, maybe a quick wall off here. So both players actually starting off pretty well situated. The map size is tiny, so the rush distance is not that far, probably, 30 seconds, 40 seconds to get across. And don't be fooled by all this lush tropical greenery. This map is actually Arabia, and it's a standard random map. 200 population, starting in Dark Age, ending when one player dies or resigns. So let's see where this goes. For now, both players are just starting to gather their food, herding himself a couple of deer, while a boar gets trapped under the town center. Llama's going for a bit of a walk, and both players sitting at the same population. Not a lot of variation to game starts in a random map, but once we get into the 7, 8, 9 minute mark, the fun will begin. For now, though, both players happy to just keep producing more and more villagers, gathering their resources. Found himself a few more llamas. I'm not sure I'm the only one who's annoyed by this sound. All the other sounds are pretty cute. The pigs, or not the pigs, what am I saying? The boars, or the turkeys, the sheep, the cows. This one is kind of weird. Sounds a bit like Jurassic Park-y to me. In any event, that rant is over. You'll have to excuse me. This is my first cast, so there's going to be plenty of vocal tics and ums and ahs and likes and pauses, and hopefully it's palatable and you can watch it. But for now, both players just continuing to expand. Populations are identical. No idle villagers, 1 military, both players exploring the map. Super important for blue to explore the map, because otherwise, where are those relics? He needs to see exactly where they are. And so let's see what he sees so far. Hasn't found any relics, starting with a barracks pretty early on. And in the meantime, red is exploring blue's base. So blue is looking for relics, red is probably looking for an avenue of attack. If he does plan on tower rushing. That being said, an early barracks here. Oh, there we go. Mining camp right away. So we know it's going to be towers, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Both players going up to feudal at about the exact same time, maybe literally a 2-second difference. So this is where things will get interesting. Will blue attack? Will red attack? Will they cross each other like ships in the night? Walling himself off, doesn't want to risk getting attacked or delayed at this point. So let's see where this goes. Blue, 2 militias heading over to red's base. Will they meet up with the scout? Let's take a look. For now, I think Red is just happy to explore the base just so he can get a sense of what's going on. He sees the militia. Oh, he sees 3 militia. The standard 3 militia opening, although now there's a 4th. I've been seeing that more and more recently, where players opting for an extra militiaman. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Feel free to comment. I don't think it gets a lot done. The units are just so weak that, you know, they might delay some wood gathering. They might delay, but if you wall yourself off, like here, for example, oh, there you go, a defensive tower. He does not want to jeopardize. He does not want to risk that stone production. He wants to make sure he's got plenty of stone. No one's interrupting him. So let's see where this goes. For now, Red is just, as always, exploring. Blue is growing, getting more food. Red is actually was 1 villager ahead, but now they're identical. Blue is building archers. Okay, so Blue is opting for the pressure in feudal age. Let's see what he can get done. These 4 militias are taking a bit of a wide path to get here. I'm not sure what they can accomplish. Red has pretty much defended his entire base here. There's not one avenue of attack here. I mean, he can damage some buildings, but beyond that, I'm not sure what Blue can accomplish with this. We'll see when the archers start coming. Oh, we've got 2 archers on the way. And we'll see what they can accomplish. These guys are safe behind a palisade, but once those archers show up, it's quickly game over for them, unless unless he builds a tower. Oh, maybe not. Okay, the MAA, the men-at-arms, are out. Bit more powerful. Still not too crazy powerful, but just enough to be able to break through a palisade. In the meantime, stone collection is continuing. He's got a wood line in the back that's defended by a tower. Another wood line here. A couple of idle villagers. Oh, let's see if he can actually finish this tower. Probably will be able to if he puts garrisons. Okay, there we go. That being said, he's got 7 soldiers on his front yard here in the safe zone. By the way, if you don't use these lines, I highly recommend them. I mean, you don't know who I am to take my advice at this point, but it's always nice to see if you're stepping into a danger zone. Let's see what Blue has to back this up. He's got 27 villagers building a 28th. Pretty balanced economy, wood, food, gold, nothing on stone. Makes sense. Llama is getting harvested here. Oh, geez. I did not notice these animations. These are cruel animations. They are harvesting that llama. Okay. So he's got a pretty solid backbone to this. He can produce a number of army behind what he already has now, and he still is. That being said, he's stopping at 6 archers, 4 men-at-arms. Red has no army, but he doesn't need it because he has the static defense, the towers. As I was saying, like I said, if you can pull this off, I always enjoy watching it, because in feudal age, I mean, what are you supposed to do if you run into these zones that are just completely defended? He can run these villagers into the town center, into the tower, and then this whole investment of 6 archers, 4 men-at-arms, you see? Can't really accomplish much. So, excellent spread on the towers by Red. And let's see if Blue can find an opening, and if he can get any damage done. For now, his market is slowly being whittled down, 1 HP at a time. And behind this, Blue is also building a market, probably trying to go fast castle. He's got the resources for it, 300 more food, and he's good. Whereas Killua needs a lot more food. So he's probably just happy to sit back and defend and gather resources for the next little while. This doesn't really bother him. You've got these archers here. I mean, they're attacking a farm. That basically tells you everything you need to know about Korean tower defense. Yeah, this villager is in a bad spot. Another tower. Okay. Red wants to defend himself. I mean, in feudal age, unless you're playing humans and you can get out siege rams, I mean, how do you attack into this? You really can't. Look at these zones of death that Red is creating. He's safe everywhere. Every resource gathering villager is safe. Oh. These archers are going to get a farm for all their efforts. And let's see where this goes. The men-at-arms are hightailing it out of there. Run. Oh, that's what you get. You try to run, you get the arrows. Okay. So blue accomplished literally nothing with this offense. Red built a whole bunch of towers. That being said, blue is up to castle. He'll be there in 40 seconds. And what's those knights? I'm assuming he's going to produce knights. Once they come out, these towers become not so much defensive as a liability. I mean, Red has no army. So the speed and the armor and just the beefiness of the knights, 4 knights will take this down very easily. I don't think you even need 4, but 4. Oh. Where is he going with these villagers? And let's see what blue decides to do. Another town center. So no boom for now. A monastery. Okay. He's starting to reach out for relics. Let's see if he's seen where those relics are. Yeah, he sees 1, 2. Let's see how many more he can find. At this point, these units are probably best split up and used for scouting. I mean, there's no point in keeping 3 Dark Age or Feudal Age archers in a clump. Let's see if he can catch up to Red. Does he know where Red is? No, he does not see Red's villagers. This is problematic for blue. Let's see where this goes. He's going north. Monk is going to start collecting relics. Somewhere here is Red. Oh, never mind. There he is. Like I said, guys, this is my first cast. I love this software. It's amazing, and I'm sure I'm going to learn it a lot better. Become an expert in it as the videos keep coming. So, Red, Siege Workshop, Monastery, and a Tower. Now, the Monastery is interesting. Is he assuming that blue is going to go Knights, and he can convert them? Does he want to collect the relics before blue? Oh, is blue going to see this? No, where are you going? Go left. Go left. He does not see it. In the meantime, the monks are collecting the relics. Second town center. Both players now in castle. Populations are not similar at all. Blue is significantly ahead. He's got 7 more villagers plus the 8 army. Now, the 8 army doesn't really count. I mean, 6, like I said, feudal age archers. This red villager should turn around and hightail. You do not want to lead them to your base here. No, turn around. And here comes the assault. So we've got 1 mangonel, a second one building. Let's see what Red can accomplish with this. I actually like the location of this push. It's right in the middle, right in the center of Blue's base. It essentially cuts him in half. This half, this half. 0 military structures here. So if he pushes in left, the units will have to come all the way from the right side left. And that could be problematic going through a forest of towers, mangonels, priests, not priests, monks. And Red is smartly going for the monastery. You do not want those knights to have, right now, +2 attack for free. There's also a tower in the north. Okay. Blue seems to be defending this one well. The knights are +3. Upgrades for the players both have similar economic upgrades. Red is skipping the farming because not so important to collect wood here. In fact, I would probably build a few more on farms and then switch them all to lumber and stone. Exhaust that stone mine and doing stone gathering here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so he's starting to convert the knights. This is very bad for blue. He cannot send them in 1 or 2 at a time. He's got to mass them up for a little while, but that time period is going to give red a lot of opportunity to destroy the base. Do you agree that red should be going towards this town center? Should he be taking out the houses to supply cap blue? Should he be going after the military structures to force blue to spend wood that he does not have on more military structures? What would be the best strategy here for red? I mean, the towers are snaking their way into the middle of the base. Blue is repairing this. His wood is disappearing. This is not good for blue. That being said, he does have now 30 villagers on wood. And here we go. The knights are starting to come. So this is now problematic for red. The good thing is, blue, I guess, shot himself in the foot a little bit with that early aggression, forced red to build all these towers, defensive structures, so that now when the knights come, they're going to have a little bit of a harder time breaking through and getting anything done. That being said, I mean, 100 HP, 2 armor against these towers is not terrible. They attack on a 13. So these are pretty deadly knights. If they can get in, they will destroy these villagers very fast. Here, look at this. 3-4 shots and the villagers are done. That being said, red is still advancing. Town center has gone down. Blue's starting to mass knights. Let's see what he can get done with them. Oh, wonderful shot by red. Beautiful. And a convert. I mean, the knight has 3 HP, but a free knight is a free knight. Oh, no. Go into the tower. Get to the tower! Okay, good. So these knights are going to be problematic for red. Either they're going to force a lot of lag time and idle time, or they're going to kill villagers when red is focused here. I mean, defensive play is always favored, right? You have to keep your eyes on one screen as opposed to going here, then back here, then back here, then back here. Blue is going to have, I think, an easier time. He's already got 1 mangonel. Oh, does not manage to get that monk. Oh, reconvert. Okay, so red is causing damage, but I think I might be wrong, but it's a little too slow. Blue is having a bit too much of an opportunity to build a lot of knights. I like Blue's rebalancing of the economy. You know, he went from 30 on lumber when he needed to build structures. Now he's shifting them to food and gold. Great eco management by Blue. Very well done. Red, though, bringing the attack to the next town center. Tower placement is fantastic. I really love this tower placement. It literally cuts Blue's base in half. But with 5, 6 knights, 7 knights on the map, let's see what he can get done. 1 monk down. 2nd monk down. 3rd monk down. Now these mangonels are defenseless. I mean, 2 of the knights are barely alive. They've got almost no HP. 3rd one, will he get converted? Will he get the monk? Converted, nice. Okay, so red survives to fight another day. Can reapply pressure. Now he's going against the archery range. I like the tower placement, but red, I think, needs to choose one target and just go for it. There was no point in reducing the TC by 1800 HP and then just leaving it. These monks are not ready for a convert. Yeah. I think red gave blue just a little bit too much time whether it was indecision or whether it was Blue's harassment back at home that drew his attention away. But these towers are still cutting Blue's base in half. So let's see how Blue reacts. Will he take the towers down? It looks like no. Looks like he's... or maybe not. Will he go aggro or will he go defensive? So far, smart play here. You need these walls. You want that stone. You want those towers. A castle going down. Okay, putting pressure on this town center. Nice, but this town center is really important for 11 villagers. 11 villagers out of 80. So the tower place, the castle placement will get that TC, most likely. But I don't think super relevant. Oh, there's an exodus of Blue. Where is he running to? Okay, forward mining camp. I like this. Now he's converting Red's villagers. Oh no, the monastery is down. These villagers are toast. If he can break through. If he can break through here. At the same time, Red's assault is just completely stalled. There is not a single offensive unit for Red. He has no army. He has one monk. Not sure where the monk is. Right there. But he has no army. Blue is swarming him. I think Blue's eco-management together with Red not building a defensive army to protect his mangonels basically led to this. I think Red would have been better served maybe instead of a monastery, maybe one monk to steal the relics so that the Lithuanian knights don't get the +3 attack here. I guess +2 because he did research forging. But this is the problem with static defense now. You have these much stronger castle age units that are... they're just tanky. 14 knights against a number of towers that have a 2 defense is... yeah, it's a no-brainer. I don't know why they're going for the town center, but action everywhere. Castle, okay, war wagons. I love to see war wagons. Super slow, but beefy. Sending some knights to take care of that. At the same time, these towers just being annoying, drawing Blue's attention away. Attacking this mill. And now towers are going down. I mean, at the end of the day, this is the problem with static defense and why in the beginning I said it's a much riskier play, because if it doesn't work out, you've now invested so many resources into a number of defensive structures that cannot move. They cannot adapt. They cannot figure out how to deal with these knights. He's got to make army, but he's making war wagons on this side, and it's game over. Overall, a pretty interesting game. I liked Red's push into the center here. He cut Blue's base in half, but I don't think he was able to capitalize on it. I think Blue, by that point, had his economy running pretty strong. Red needed to defend his mangonels a little better, maybe get a bit of an army, more of an enclosed base here at home, and he would have at least lasted a little bit longer against these knights. Maybe a few pikemen would have been able to scare them off and make Blue reconsider. That being said, overall, a fantastic game. So I hope you enjoyed my very first cast. And feel free to comment if I've said anything you disagree with, says anything stupid, which my wife tells me is a frequent occurrence. Feel free. Happy to take any feedback. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everyone.